Hello, friend. Welcome back to the session again. Now, so far we know how to create a Hello World Lambda, how to restrict as through an AWS API gateway, which is a bouncer to Lambda function and provide security. Now, the next important part we are going to check right now is to how to pass the parameter. And to do that, let's take a step back and understand how to quickly develop code. And I'm going to add a bonus session understanding on ChatGPT here because all this course during this course I'm going to use ChatGPT very heavily because to save my time, and to be honest ChatGPT gives me a full extra support so that I save my time writing code all the small tiny pieces, and it just gives a super blazing fast. Let me take a step back to a ChatGPT. Now it's very fast. You say like, hey, can you give me a lambda function that takes to param and return a summation. In Python, if you say it's fine, and let it write. Absolutely. So he gives you a full code for you, it like you see, so fast. And it also says how to call this code and what it is returning. Now you get a copy of this code. Just click on copy. Look how fast the ChatGPT is making you. Now you go back here and you put your definition here. The code is ready, but you see like you need A and B to pass this to as a parameter. You deploy this code. What you need to do is further here back once it is deployed. Like I was showing you how to create a test event, and you see that you can create a test event here. You create a new event called test call, and you pass a value here. You pass A and B. So I pass, well, you can copy this also from here. So if you go here, ChatGPT is super quick and gives you the way as well. Just copy paste here. You know A is 7, B is 3. You know that, and then you just click on test. See what happens. You need to go to the results, which is on details. Look, the summation is 10. All you need to do is how do you pass the parameter. The good part you need to understand, and as a concept here is you pass either 2 parameter or 1 or 10, doesn't matter. The stuff is like you need to understand the event is something that captures all this parameter like A and B. So it has these details, and the context is something that handles the runtime information. What is the function name, how much memory it has used, how much duration it is left. That's the key information. Sometimes there are processes that runs more than 15 minutes, and then you can track if it is running within 15 minutes or more than 15 minutes. If it is more than 15 minutes, you cannot deploy that in Lambda. But let's say it's 5 minutes or 10 minutes up to, it is good. At least 70% of the time, any service is used to handle that. But yeah, there's a bigger topic we'll discuss again in the other session. For this, the main core area is like how do you pass the parameter, how do you access it. Now, let's say you want to also print what you are getting as a event. So you just pass as a print event here, and again you deploy that. Once you deploy the functions successfully, you need to call again a test and go to test event. You see A and B here, and you perform a test. It will be executed, and you see your event has been given as a 10 results as a result. And the important part that I want to show you is it is also showing you the log output that you have passed A and B as 3. The duration is 3 milliseconds it took to process. Memory size total 128 MB and max memory is 31 MB. The init duration is 130.03 millisecond. This init duration is something you also see like there is a provisioned throughput that if you need Lambda We call Lambda as a cold start. There's a term that used in software industry means it is deployed, it is up and running for you, but it always takes some moment to start your API. And that is what it is, the initial starting duration. You can also manage a provisioned concurrency for a Lambda, and it gives you that much results. But yes, it's good to know it's not always live deployed endpoint, and it's always a delay of this much millisecond if your system is ready to use that. So here you go. You can use this Lambda functions and pass a parameter. I'm not going to add a trigger, which is already we covered on the previous session. Thank you. See you in the next session.